And salutations, friends. So, when last we left off, we dropped that satellite in Xenon Sector 347, if I remember correctly. Now, I've made some pretty serious changes to my fleet, and just to the way I'm playing this game in general. Now, I've already dumped a lot of time into this game, and as you know, I do write guides as well as reviews and make videos. So, and this game is pretty well documented. I don't think I can add much to the knowledge on it, especially since I'm not really very knowledgeable with this game. I'm not terribly good at it, to be honest. I'm okay though, I guess. But at any rate, I just simply wasn't having fun with the solar plants and the mines and the other space stations and all that stuff. So I decided I'm just going to get rid of them. I'm not even going to try it at all, really, because it's not necessary. You don't need to do it to beat the game or anything. I'm sure it's fun and interesting, but there's just so much micromanaging involved that to me it's not all that much fun. Unless you maybe just want to play a game where you micromanage everything all the time. I'd rather just kind of fly around and shoot at things. That's kind of how I am, though. But anyway, so I got rid of that. I also got rid of all those Novas I had, because the one that got damaged in battle, it lost several of its guns as a result of the damage. And I think some of its shields, too. And it cost like a few million to fix, and then I had to replace the parts. And that didn't really bother me so much. That's how it goes. It's life. You shoot at things and they shoot back at you. My complaint was the time sink. It took a while to do all that, actually. And, I could have been doing something else, really. It's just really boring stuff. So, I ended up buying this fighter right here. Let's see if we can get a camera view on it. Yeah, this thing might be the ugliest ship in the game, but it's pretty cool. It's a step up from the type of ship that the Nova is. I think they're, what is it, M3s, I think? This is like called an M3 Plus or something. It is a step up. It might be called an M4. I get confused. Anyway, all the ship numbers and all that, it's really, it's quite a mess. So this is a step up from it at any rate. It's a very good ship. It's a Pyramid Medusa. I've got a bunch of phased shockwave generators on it. It can actually destroy clusters of smaller fighters, and I use it to kill cock. It's great for that. I took out a whole cluster of them with a few shots from this thing. Actually, I kind of like the way it looks. Maybe I'm getting like used to it or something after having to see it so much. But it's also faster and stuff than its lower grade counterpart, which is the Pyramid Perseus, I think. This huge thing you see under it is a Talati Albatross. I replaced my Elephant with this. For no particular reason, actually, aside from the fact that it carries more, and I'll be able to stuff it with missiles and stuff. And it also has a few fighters, and it doesn't carry as many. It carries like half as many fighters. I guess that's probably a bad thing, but
Albatross.
It doesn't really matter to me. The only thing I have in there is my Nova Vanguard and my Jaguar Raider, and I might get a couple more ships aside from that in this. I enjoy it. I like it. It's like having a mobile base, and I can really just dump like tons of energy cells and missiles and stuff in it, and not have to worry about going back and buying more stuff. There's also like a supply command, so I do have a ship that I can command to resupply this ship with whatever it might need. So that makes it even easier. So that's essentially what I did. Um, I'm just pretty much going to go through the missions in this game at this point. We'll do the Balagi missions. I think we might get something called a Hyperion, which is a pretty cool ship, and might be my main ship. I'll probably keep these, and, fly around in that, and the Albatross. In fact, let me see if I can make the Albatross a wingman, because that would really make things easy if I did that. Kind of counting my chickens before they're hatched. Of course I can't, which is one of the many problems with this game. Um, for some reason, it will only let you make smaller ships wingmen, and it's a shame because you can shortcut command them, which makes things a lot less tedious. But at any rate, I'm pretty happy with this setup actually. Like I said, I might add to it. I might keep the Hyperion. I might not. I might make that my wingman. Hey, that might work actually, if the game will let me. that's always the caveat there. And we'll land in here. Sadly, we can't make any jokes about flying up this one's ass because its docking ports are on the side. So let's see if we can find Grand Exchange. Greater profit. There's a possibility I didn't find it actually. Alright, so I didn't find it. I'm not going to bore you guys with 15 minutes of me searching for this place, so I'll cut here and I will be back in a moment with more. Alright guys, so I found out where we need to go. It's not really very far into unexplored territory, which there really isn't much left of anyway. So I thought it'd be funny to see if maybe we can wedge this beast into a gate. I've actually, I've had some trouble in the past, like, docking this thing and stuff. And I actually just, like, accidentally plowed through a transporter ship a few minutes ago and completely wiped it out with the Albatross here. So we'll see if it can go through the gate without exploding. It's 27 million credits of boom. And it will be. Looks like it's gonna make it. It takes up the whole gate. That's hilarious. Of course, I think anything that we bump into might end up a little bit dead. Alright, so there's some pirates. Usual crap. That's okay, we're just gonna bypass them. I got a bright idea while I was off screen. I thought, hey, why don't I just deploy one of my fighters from the from the Albatross instead of trying to fly that monstrosity through the asteroid field. Yeah, that might work a little bit better. At any rate, I think this is a pretty cool area actually, because we have the two planets here, and I don't know, it's just kind of cool how these two planets are kind of I guess locked in a gravitational field or something together. Hopefully this is the right way. I really didn't think this would involve any exploration in this episode. I thought I already explored everything. I guess not. But that's fine. I actually kind of like flying around, seeing new places, meeting new people, and killing pirates and such. And especially now that I have this ship and the Nova, stuff like that, I don't really have to be afraid of being murdered. That used to be a really real fear for me in this game. And now I can actually fly into Xenon space. I'll have to show you guys that and fight things. Not necessarily win, But I was actually able to like almost kill a capital ship, so that was kind of cool. So, oh, excuse me, I'm punching the desk. Sacred relic. Oh wait, isn't this well, we didn't want that. Oh, well, back through the gate with me. Alright, look at this. This is some shit. So, I went the wrong way. I shouldn't have gone into Interworlds. I went back into Wasteland. That's how you get to, I think it's called Midnight Star. This gate is really far off the beaten path here. I think I checked to see how far it was from the Albatross. And it's 138 kilometers. Wow. It's 138 space miles away from the other gate, the south gate there. So that's pretty far. And they hid it behind this thing here. Like, it's some kind of joke. It's gotta be a joke, right? Yeah, at any rate, it was a little annoying to find. The only reason I was able to locate it is because of the transport ships coming out of it. I was like, oh, well, there's some ships flying out from here. Maybe if I follow them. And it worked out. So we will go through this gate. We'll see what Midnight Star is like. So this is Midnight Star. Looks like maybe another place with a massive gap in between stations. I like the little descriptions in these areas too. Oh yeah, I'm getting attacked. We'll see how this goes. And we'll read the description, but speed time up a little bit and see. It's not doing anything at all. It's like harming its shields a tiny bit. And that's it. I'm just gonna like jump it out of the sector here. It just because it doesn't seem like a good idea to just leave it. Oh, why can't he jump? Oh, this is my ship. Well, that's there's no jump drive in it. No wonder it can't jump. Alright. Sorry, we're gonna have to deny you that kill you'd never get, ever. I'm gonna jump over here. Let's have it approach the Kahuna Bakery. So this looks like it's probably another massive system with like a lot of space between the gates. So here's the description. Midnight Star was discovered by Argon Expeditionary Forces and named because of the angle at which the now colonized planet faces the sun, leaving one hemisphere in eternal nighttime. That's pretty cool. I thought it might be like maybe a little more interesting than that, really, but something, I guess. Alright, and there's the Albatross. Fortunately, it wasn't killed by that interceptor. I was a little nervous there. Thought, you know, maybe in 2 or 3 months, maybe it would be able to kill the Albatross. That's one thing about this game. It has like an almost RPG-like quality to it. In so much as if the ship's guns aren't powerful enough to damage the shields faster than they regenerate, it has no hope of ever killing the ship. There are ways around that. I think there's mass drivers which go through shields, and there's also an ion disruptor which does heavy damage to shields but barely scratches holes. So there are options for smaller ships to kill bigger ships. Theoretically, you could probably fly around in a buster and like, destroy a capital ship. I'm sure people have done it. Maybe I'll try that actually. So I finally found the gate. It wasn't too hard to find. I just played follow the transporters again. Oh, whoa, whoa, I'm making a big mistake here. Oh man. Um, you there. Stop. Stop moving. Oh, whoa. Yeah, I almost ended badly. Anyway. I almost made a big mistake. I had the Albatross here following me. I was trying to get it wedged out of the gate. I was actually kind of surprised it didn't like kill any of those transporters there. But at any rate, I found the east gate, and I had this jump over to the east gate from the west one, and I'm going to hop into the Jaguar, mainly because it's just so much faster, and you know, if we have to cross any like sizable distances again, we'll just be able to whoa, what's going on here? The asteroid's messing with us. We'll just be able to do it in a matter of seconds, really, because Jaguar is so fast, it doesn't even matter how big the area is. I don't think they have an area big enough for that thing to struggle trying to cross. Here we go. Just have to not look at anything funny if we want to live. That's the only thing about this ship here. I think it has like one single 1 megajoule shield, which is it's nothing. We might as well just have like our hull just totally exposed, because it wouldn't help me at all.
Entering system. Belt of Aguilar.
Alright, so Belt of Aguilar. I think we just need to go east and we should hit the Grand Exchange. What's that? Never seen that before. Looks rather destroyed, actually. Yeah, it's totally destroyed. Fascinating. There might be some history to this system. This sector was established shortly after the initial Cock invasions. Cock! It was intended as a support sector for supplying food, minerals to other... Okay, so I guess something went wrong and a gate got destroyed. Maybe someone tried to bring an Albatross through it. It's actually a very maligned ship. People don't seem to like it. I think it's maybe a little expensive for what it does and what it is, but aside from that, I think it's okay. I don't have a problem with it.
Entering system.
Whoa! What was that?
Entering system. Belt of Aguilar.
We'll try this again. I think it pushed us backwards because
Entering system. Grand Exchange.
because of that or something. Maybe something was in the way. Looks like another Albatross.
Albatross.
So here we are, finally in Grand Exchange. And the guy said that the person we're looking for, because that's what we were doing all along, was looking for someone, was at a solar plant.
Solar power plant.
I highly doubt it's going to be the first one we check. But you never know. Once we find this person, I'm just going to end the video there because I'm sure it's getting quite long. Oh, we have a message.
Incoming message.
It's going to be something like, "You suck. I'm not going to come with you." Yes, I have seen the yacht of the Pontifex Maximus Parenidia. The pilot bought a lot of energy cells. I can tell you more, but it will not come cheap. Ugh. Nothing is free in this universe, especially not in Teladi space. If you want that information, you will have to escort my transporter, delivering crystals to my station. This transport route often gets raided by pirates. If you escort one of my transports to my station, I will give you the information you require. My transports always fly through the west gate. Focus your attention on that gate. So, this ship is not going to be able to defend, like, I don't know, anything. It can't defend itself, aside from run away. So, I'm going to have to jump the Albatross in here, and I'll save the game, actually. I'll jump it in here, and I'll either hop in the Nova or the Medusa, and we'll get to defending that transporter. I'm thinking probably the Nova, because the Medusa uses an area of effect weapon that would shred a transporter in seconds. So that will be next episode, a little bit of action. So thank you so much, guys. I will be back with more. Until next time, good luck and happy gaming.